Serbia's got used to handing out help to migrants passing through. But the day after Hungary shut its border, many of those arriving in Belgrade hadn't heard the news.
Hungary declares emergency, state of emergency, tough new laws. I think you might be too late. How do you feel about that?
I feel lose.
You feel you've lost?
Lose my life.
200,000 people have travelled to Hungary this year, mostly via Serbia. The border's been closed for 17 hours at this point, but they decide to buy bus tickets anyway, guided by a local volunteer.
We live through the wars, that's why we are so welcoming and warm them like as much as we can.
Because you know what it's like to be refugees.
Exactly.
They think they're going to Hungary.
They think they know, like they are informed that the border are closed, and that's what we are telling them.
It's a 3-hour journey north. Most people on the bus don't want to be filmed. They tell me they're Syrians frightened of reprisals against their families. But they have a message for Angela Merkel.
Germany open! Please, 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 Germany open!
After Greece, we went to Macedonia, and we were treated nicely too. But the problem for the Syrians is having the Iraqis, Afghanis, Lebanese and Iranians who are badly affecting us. People are fleeing a war zone. We should have the priority. We are heading towards Hungary, and we heard that the borders will be closed on the 15th of this month. I left my baby with the family in Damascus, and all my kids are in a war zone.
This man tells me his daughter is sick and needs an operation.
My kid has a tumor in the colon. My baby, Lamar. She's only 3 years old.
The bus stops. They're not at the border yet, but at an aid camp nearby.
So the choice seems to be either stay here and take up the offer of the camp, or get on a bus and head to the border where there are no official camps on offer. One of the people working in there told me he simply can't predict what is going to happen. These are the first lot of migrants who've arrived here since the border shut, he said, or amongst the first, and he just doesn't know how they're going to react when they realise the border is shut.
They're dropped by the roadside. For months, others have walked from here to Hungary and on, getting their information on how and where in the same way as this footballer from Iraq.
Internet, asking the friends that going forward, and GPS, mobile. I think the big thing that help us is mobile, always with us.
So how do you keep it charged?
That's a problem because we're using a 3G internet, and that's pulling all the charges. So maybe in hotels, in everywhere, you see that the power is very busy, always putting the charge on mobiles.
They want a better life, and many will judge amongst this crowd plenty who they would term economic migrants. But many have travelled for nearly a month, and this walk at night is tough on young and old. This is what awaits them. This is what awaited them.
Yeah, we say open the border, please. That's all we can do.
I ask the United Nations in my name and the name of all Syrian people to figure out a solution to help Syrians particularly.
It's been a journey of death, past mountains, deserts and the sea. We paid everything we have to smugglers to get here. I am so sad.
This morning, and more arrivals. A mass of humanity, all with similar stories of war and need. I looked for our travelling companions. Most had melted away, but not all.
Okay, you're a guest in our home.
Thank you. Should I take my shoes off?
Yes. No, it's okay.
No, it's okay.
We will stay here waiting. Maybe this border will open, maybe something will happen.
And you looked at it, it just doesn't look like it's going to open.
Yeah, I know, but there is no another way to do. And we also waiting for Croatia border.
Hungary doesn't look like changing its mind. And after we left, this place erupted. Tempers flaring, and from the other side, a reaction. For all those who believed this border would open, an answer. We were on the road to Croatia, the border new migrants had turned towards. We came across these buses.
We do not know what to do exactly. We just continue the way, maybe somewhere we stop. It's not clear.
But you're on your way to Croatia now, aren't you?
Croatia, it's not clear, you know.
And here is where their buses dropped them. A cornfield near the Croatian border becomes today a new migrant route, trying to find their way around the new contours of Fortress Europe.